streaming and also via Skype. Each one of you is welcome to this live streaming from our studios in Trinidad. You are connected from wherever you are. Sutras of Vigyan Bhairav Tantra, the second technique, coming back to the existence. There is a natural darkness and a darkness which is not natural. When you close your eyes, there is a darkness which is created. It is not natural. So on the phases of the moon moves in two cycles, 15 days bright night and next 15 days dark night. So the sutra says when moonless rainy night is not present, close eyes and find blackness before you. Opening eyes, see blackness, so false disappear forever. This is the sutra we are going into. I said, if you close your eyes to create when there is a moonless night is not available, you close your eyes, you see the darkness, but blackness, but that will be false. So what to do if the moonless night, the dark night is not available? If there is moon or the bright fortnight, moonlight will be there. The sutra gives a key. When a moonless night is not present, close your eyes and find blackness before you. But when you are closing eyes, when there is light all around, even the light is there in your room, not the moonlight, and you close your eyes, the light, the darkness, the blackness that you see is false in the beginning. You can make it real. And the method to make it real is opening the eyes, see blackness. This is slightly different. There is light in the room. Let us take into example the room where you are sitting. For meditation, there is light. And you close your eyes, you will see darkness in front of your eyes, but this will be false. So how to make this false blackness into the real? Now it says that opening the eyes, see the blackness. First close your eyes and see the blackness, but this blackness will be false. Then open the eyes, and the blackness that you have seen within, you are seeing it without. If it disappears without, that means your blackness that you have seen within was false. So when you see the darkness or blackness, when you close your eyes in a lighted room, you close your eyes, you are bound to see the darkness, the blackness. Then, but this is false. You are opening your eyes, and while opening the eyes, feel the darkness or the blackness surrounding you. It is all around. And if by opening the eyes that blackness disappears, that means that light, the darkness, that blackness that you have seen within was false. This is a bit more difficult. In the first, you carry the real darkness within that first sutra. In the second, you carry the false out. First, you are going, when you close your eyes, you are bringing the darkness or the blackness within. Then the cycle has to come complete. In the second, you carry this false blackness out to see that this blackness that you had seen within when your eyes were closed was real or unreal. Go on carrying it. Close your eyes, feel darkness, open your eyes. With open eyes, see the darkness out. So you have to do it continuously. This is how you throw the inner false darkness out. Go on throwing it. You close your eyes, open your eyes, and you are consciously throwing out the false darkness that you had experienced while the eyes were closed. It will take at least 3 to 6 weeks. This is a normal time it happens, but it can happen with someone faster, and with another one it takes even longer than 3 to 6 weeks. Any meditation technique, you get into the hang of it between 3 to 6 weeks, and then one day suddenly you will be able to carry the inner darkness out. The day you can carry the inner darkness out, you have come upon the inner real darkness, because in the beginning it is false. The real can be carried and the false cannot be carried out. And it is a magical experience. If you carry the inner darkness out, what does darkness refer to? Darkness refers to all your fears, all your negativities, all your thought process. If you carry the inner darkness out, even in a lighted room you can carry it out. And a patch of darkness spreads before you. The experience in the beginning is weird because the room is lighted, or even in sunlight. If you come to the inner darkness, you can bring it out. Then a patch of darkness comes before your eyes, and you can go on spreading it. So you have to understand it deeply. When current cuts off, there is darkness outside. So when you close your eye, whether you close your eyes or you do not, you see the darkness. So if you close your eyes and you open your eyes, the inner and the outer darkness merges into one another. But if there is that moonless night is not available, means there is moonlight, or there is light in the room where you are meditating. You close your eyes, you will feel the darkness, but as you open the eyes, the darkness will disappear. So this is false darkness. You have to differentiate between the false and the real darkness. Real darkness is that which does not disappear in any situation. So you close your eyes, open your eyes, and continue doing this. You are keeping the eyes closed for some time. feeling the blackness or darkness within, then open your eyes. Suddenly you realize the darkness that you had experienced within with the closed eyes has disappeared, because there is light outside. If you continue doing this every day for a certain period of time, and then for 3 to 6 weeks, then you will realize that you will be able to throw the inner darkness out. Even in sunlight, even in the light of the room, you will be able to do. Once you know that it can happen, you can have darkness, dark as the darkest night, in the full sunny day as well. The sun is there, you can spread the darkness. The darkness is always there. Even when the sun is there, the darkness is there, but you cannot see it. This light that you are seeing is the absence of darkness. It is covered by the sunlight. Once you know how to uncover it, you can uncover the sunlight, and the darkness is always there. In Tibet, they use many methods like these. They can bring things from the inner world to the outer world. You may have heard a very famous technique. They call it in yoga as heat yoga. The night is cold, ice cold. Snow is falling, and a Tibetan monk, a lama, can sit under the open sky with the snow falling all around, the temperature below zero, and he can start perspiring. This is a medical miracle. How he is perspiring when there is snow falling all around. He is bringing the heat out. In Sufi technique, this happens. I'll tell you the incident, what happened. In 1968, my uncle Sufi Onkar Nath decided to have the meditation sessions when he will start exploring the life of the Naqshbandi masters. So the session will start around 9 o'clock in the night and will go on until 12 or 11 or maybe even sometimes later. The room was outside. It has 3 doors. One door was opening to the inside. The other 2 doors were opening outside. It was a cold, when the meeting used to take place, it was a cold winter night, and there were 2 windows. The room cannot be closed because it was not a very big room. There was no central heating. There was no central heating. The breeze, as it blows, it comes, it enters the bones, coldness is there. So we are all, and then there is no carpet, just a thin mattress, and on that a white sheet. We are sitting on the ground, no meditation chairs, nothing of that sort. We are all wrapped in blanket. As the session goes on, we will start feeling the warmth. And by the time it finished, it changes the environment and then you're feeling warm. The same thing was experienced at the shrine of Chachaji Raghuvar Dayal. The function that used to take place in the month of spring. The winter is gone, the Indian spring is still cold. The shrine was open from all the sides, and the shrine was 7 miles outskirts of the city, so there was no structures around. If the breeze blows, you can feel it. So in the night, during the spring season, the gathering used to take place. We will stay there at least 1 or 2 nights. So every night there will be the special sessions, individual sessions, which was known as the peace invocation. So the person will go by hours. The list is made from 11 to 12. This one will go and will chant Om Shanti orally on the beats or without the sound. So the floor was concrete, so cold again. And when we sit down, we have the blankets wrapped around. And after some time, we start feeling so much of heat that we have to remove that. Another incident happened. These I am pointing out to you the techniques that are there available in Tibet. The Tibetan Lama and the monks use how to bring the heat out. So Sufis use this meditation technique to bring the heat out. Sufi Brij Mohan Lal, it was winter, he used to sleep. So one of his disciples, in the night, it used to happen, my mother, in the early days, she will put the oil in massage his head with some oil, and my uncle Omkarnath will massage his feet. So my grandmother used to be there. So one of the disciples, he said, today I will like to massage the feet or the oil, take care of the master. So he said, there is no need. He said, no, I want to do it. So he went. It was a cold winter night. Imagine what he has on. He has a vest underneath. On that a cotton kurta. Then because of the winter, we make the kurtas, the flowing jackets, the top made out of the woolen fabric. On that she had a woolen jacket and he covered with the blanket. He went to take care of massage the feet of the master. He started doing it. The master is in his state of meditation. First, this gentleman removed his blanket, the heat. Then he removed his winter jacket. Then he removed the woolen top. And within 15 minutes, he came out perspiring. And he did not have even his vest. So these things do happen. And these are medical miracles. There are the mystics who are meditating in the mountains. They just have clothes to cover their lower extremities. And on the snow, they are taking a shower in the ice cold river water. So how do they maintain the heat? So they are bringing the heat out, and the inner coolness or inner cold can also be brought out during the summertime when the weather is hot outside. You are bringing out inner coolness. It is related in the life of Mahabir, who was a contemporary of Buddha. No one has tried to explain it up to now. Jan thinks he was doing just an austerity. It is not so. It is related that whenever it was summer, the hot season, the sun was burning hot, the temperature is reaching beyond 30s or 40s, he would always stand somewhere where there was no shade, no trees, none at all. He would stand in the burning sun in the days of the summer and in winter to find a cold place, the coolest, under a tree, a shady tree, near the river, just where the temperature has gone below zero. In the cold season, he will find a cold place to meditate, and in the hot season, he will find the hottest place to meditate. And when we are meditating, we try to find the temperatures to suit us before. People thought that he was mad, but his followers think that he was just doing austerities. It is not so. He was really trying to do this technique of bringing the heat out or cold out. It is said there are two centers within. The brain or the mind is representative of the moon, and heart is the center of the inner cosmos, which is the sun, inner sun. So tawajjuh is given from that point. When it was hot, he was trying to bring the inner cold, and it can be felt only in contrast. The darkness can be felt in contrast to light. When it was cold outside, he was bringing the inner heat. Only then you can feel it. And it can be felt only when there is contrast. He was not against the body. He was not torturing the body. He was not against the body as the Jain thinks that his followers think that he was trying to do the austerity, the severe penances. It was not. They think that he was destroying his body, because if you can kill your body, that means because all the desires arise in the body, whatsoever desires arise at the level of the body-mind realm. It was a sheer nonsense which his followers did not understand. He was doing nothing of the sort. Instead, he was bringing the inner cold outside to maintain the body temperature in the intense heat, and he was bringing out inner heat in order to balance the outside cold. So he does not, and this is what the mystics do in the Himalayan mountains. They bring, when it is cold, they're bringing out the inner heat. Just as Tibetan lamas can create the heat and they can perspire while it is snow, while the snow is falling, Mahavir would stand under a cold, hot burning sun and he would not perspire. He was bringing the inner cold outside. Sometimes it happens naturally, over which you do not have a control. There is a heat outside, the temperature is hot, but you are not perspiring. So naturally, this is a natural tendency of the body to adjust the inner temperature with the outer temperature. And sometimes it happens that there is cold outside, but you are not feeling that cold. Sometimes someone of you must have experienced that, because after this session I am going to get the message from someone. Mahavir would stand under the burning sun, bringing out the inner heat inner cold in order to balance the inner and outer. So the technique is, what is inner and what is outer. You are creating a balance, the inner world and the outer world. The reality lies within, outside is a mere projection of that. So how to bring the inner peace or inner reality, inner peace into the outer world? The tiredness, the disturbance is on the outer. In the inner world, there is no disturbance, there is no tiredness of any kind. When we are doing things, we feel, when there is a doing, the body does, mind does. You think that I am doing too many things. If while doing the things you are meditative, not with closed eyes, with the feeling that this is happening through you, and you are aware of what is happening with you, then tiredness will not be there. Even if it is there, it may not last for more than few seconds. I am speaking on the basis of my own experience. I am coming from outside, or little tiredness, just give me a few minutes and I'll be okay. You need to take a shower to get fresh and all that. No, just a few minutes in a state of non-doing. The activity is there on the surface, but deep down there is no activity. But the tiredness and all these things come when there is activity outside and there is an inner feeling that too much is being done within. So sometimes in certain moments you are outside, it is heat, the weather is, temperature is high, but you are not perspiring. Because naturally the body brings out the cold over which you have no control. Similar things happen when it is cold outside and you are not really feeling very cold. Not feeling really very cold. I tried to practice this when I was in DC. So from the house, you are coming through the garage, you are not coming out, you are sitting in the car, you are going to the place. From the car is central heated, but from the coming out of the car, you have to enter the place where you have to go. It is outside environment. And inside the place where the meditation session or anything is taking place, there is central heating. Experimented that I could bring at my own will inner heat or inner cold when it is needed. So this is the same technique, how to bring the inner darkness out. The moment you learn the art of bringing the inner darkness out, you will understand this technique. Similarly, you can bring your inner darkness, and that feeling is very cool. If you can bring it out, you can be protected by it. It will protect you. No excitement, no passion will disturb you because you are bringing the inner darkness out. These three things is stare in darkness with open eyes, allow the darkness to enter within. Secondly, feel the darkness as a mother of all wombs around. Live it. Forget yourself more and more in it. And thirdly, carry a patch of darkness in your heart wherever you go. If you can do this, the darkness becomes the light. And through the darkness you will be enlightened. Buddha, almost everyone became enlightened during the full moon night. It was only Mahabir who became enlightened during the dark night. When moonless rainy night is not present, close your eyes and find the blackness before you. Opening the eyes, see the blackness out again. That is the method. And in that, all the faults will disappear forever. We will continue on this again so that you can understand this in a better way. So only this much for this morning. Until we meet again, take care and do have a pleasant day. The regular Tao Overflows, one video is uploaded every week. I am speaking on the masters who had uncorrupted childhood and the teenage. So in this series, today I spoke about the meeting between Vivekananda and Ramakrishna, the incredible meeting. So that will continue again tomorrow. So every day a video is uploaded. Tao Overflows, and sometimes there is another one, Trust the Energy Within. That is not regular because of the schedules and the time it requires to edit the videos. Until then, take care and do have a pleasant day.